Tina, what is with you this morning?
Just you'll have to wait and see. Now, hurry up, you guys.
Honey, I told you we have to go to work.
Oh, work, work, work. Is that all you ever think about?
No, but since it pays the bills, it's right up there.
Listen, Vicky and Clint, you trust me, right? Come on.
Yes, darling, we trust you, don't we?
Yes, yes. We hardly ever count the silverware anymore after you had supper with us.
Very funny. Listen, you guys, this is not going to take that much time, and you're not going to regret it. Seriously. So sit down. And you sit down, too. There's coffee. There's everything. Just, I want you to sit back and enjoy every second of this. Sit down.
See? Isn't that hard?
What? You're never going to know. You know, walking up that driveway and passing those
Don't
stables.
do this to yourself, okay? Just...
Right. It wasn't all bad thoughts. I mean, I had some great times there, right? I mean, working with the horses and...
Yeah, remember the nights we spent together waiting for buttermilk to foam?
Yeah, I remember that. But no matter how hard I try, I can't shake the dark thoughts, Max.
Try to forget that, okay? I mean, you took a big step today, just coming up here to the house. And then we'll take another step, and then another, together. And then we'll build on those memories. Sound good?
What in the Sam Hill is going on?
Max, you know what? I'm just going to come back another time. I don't...
No. Listen. There's only one way to deal with Asa, okay? And that's head on. He respects that. Okay?
Yeah, he may respect it, but he's not going to forgive me for accusing Renee of murder.
That stupid female?
Come on, okay?
Coming up next, a special guest, a special treat, insights and secrets from a member of one of Landview's better-known families, Mrs. Tina Lord Roberts. Stay with us.
Darling, if you don't calm down, you're going to bust a blood vessel.
I'm gonna bust more than that. Look at that, look!
Come on, Seth. What are you afraid of? Who's afraid? Carlo Hesser doesn't scare me. Then give. Did you see Carlo take his niece out of here yesterday, or didn't you? Look, Kev, I'd like to help, but I need this job. Not all of us have scholarships or rich parents, you know? Okay, how much?
Evan, can I talk to you for a minute, please?
Look, I'm trying to finish some business
You're
over
finished.
here.
What did I tell you last night?
Megan, you're my sister, not my mother. So just forget it. And you're about to name your price? Look, man, I need all the cash I can get. If I knew, I'd tell you. I don't. Okay, but maybe you know somebody else that saw her. I'm sorry, man. I gotta go. You know, I got into enough trouble last week for losing somebody's luggage. Oh, come on, Seth. Wait a minute.
What are you going to do? Go running after him? Start throwing punches like you were going to do last night?
I'm gonna do anything I can to find Stephanie.
Even if it means getting arrested? Or worse?
Here's what to do when you don't find the rainbows in this time. Here's where you go when it looks like the rain won't end. Don't cry. I'll give you tomorrow. Let me be the one to share it with. And each day that follows, 'cause we only have one life to live.
Tina, what is this?
Shh, just wait. You'll see.
Well, here it is, folks. Today's headline in the Chronicle. Whew, amazing story, huh, Betty Jane?
You bet it is, Fergus. And here to give us the inside scoop is the central figure in the case, Tina Roberts.
Hey, Tina.
Central figure, my foot. What is she doing up there hogging that camera?
I think she looks
Now, Tina, we've all
absolutely
read the
fabulous.
story,
Come
and
on,
we've
Beth,
certainly
sit down.
heard the
Come on,
rumors.
join us.
But it's you, and you alone, who can tell us what really happened.
Yes, how did you do it? Single-handedly saving the life of your dear friend Renee Buchanan?
Well, you know, I can't take all the
Single-handed.
Oh,
Did you hear
Tina,
that?
don't be
Single-handed.
modest.
That's right, come on. You found the
I
evidence
just
that
love the way
broke
she's
the case
wearing her
wide
hair. I
open.
wish I could wear my
That's
hair
true.
like
Renee.
Of course, I never could have found the evidence if it hadn't been for my brilliant and handsome husband, Cord Roberts.
You hear that, sweetheart? I told you.
It was Cord's Paul's idea to photograph
That's one
the scene
word
of the
for it,
crime.
yeah.
You know, maybe looking for a clue that the police might have missed. Cord is a prize-winning photographer for the Banner, by the way. He's also a wonderful father, and he makes the best homemade chili. It is so good from an old family recipe. I was thinking maybe we should bottle it, you know, like Paul Newman.
I'm sure he's a man of many talents, but getting back to those photographs.
You gotta give her credit, Asa.
Yes,
She's loyal to a fault.
I have it right
And it's
here.
her
Here you go.
fault. I have seen enough of this.
Looks like a bush to me.
Yes. I think there's a bit more to it than that.
Oh,
Put your glasses on.
so right, Betty
So I better put my
Jane.
glasses on
Bring the
here.
camera a little closer.
Oh, well, I don't know if we could do that. We might have to check with their union. Well, okay. Hey, how about a close-up, guys? Come on in if it's not too much trouble, huh? All right.
So if you look over there, you can see that
There
there
is
are
my
some
brilliant
pink
husband's
threads
handiwork.
woven in and among the
Aren't you
branches
guys
there.
proud of him?
Now, the police experts
Oh, him?
missed those
Yeah,
threads, but
yeah.
Ford's high-power lens picked them up. So what we did was we got the picture, and we gave it to the police, and then they began their search for the piece of clothing that would match those threads, the shirt, the blouse, whatever it was, something someone wore the night of the murder.
Yes, but Tina, that still wouldn't prove who the killer was, would it?
No, but it would maybe say who was at the stables that night, which is exactly what happened.
You know, Tina, you tell the story very well. It's very exciting.
Well, thank you very much, Vicki.
Tina, tell
Sweetheart.
us how you found the
Sweetheart, you haven't
dress.
said
Oh,
anything.
well, that required an in-depth knowledge of the Buchanan Palace Hotel, which I have due to my extensive work there as an interior designer. I've designed most of the rooms, you know.
While she's at it, why doesn't
Tina,
she
I'm
take
lost
credit
here.
for
I
the
mean,
creation?
your expertise
Come
as an
on,
interior
Asa. At least she's
decorator.
plugging the hotel, right?
Designer.
Oh,
Fergus, interior designer.
sorry.
It's all right. Anyway, because of that knowledge that I had, I was able to position myself in a key location so as to await the arrival of Julia Medina's shirt, or suit actually, from the dry cleaners. And when it did, Cord and I spirited the suit away to Police Commissioner Nichols.
That's robbery, Tina. You're confessing to robbery.
So Commissioner
No,
Nichols
Clint,
was
that
then
was
able
not
to trace
stealing. It was
these
a necessary
silk threads
act.
to Julia
Tell him,
Medina's
Cord.
dress.
And that's how they were able to tell that she was lying on the stand?
Elementary, my dear Fergus, elementary. So the judge had no choice but to declare a mistrial, and Renee was set free.
Tina, all I can say is, I am woman, hear me roar.
And all I could say is, we got to go to a commercial. Be right back.
That's all we need, another reminder of that blasted trial. Now, is that why you're here, young lady?
Cord? Clint? Well, isn't anybody going to say anything?
Well, what else is there to say? A star is born?
Stephanie's been kidnapped. I don't care if he's her uncle or not. If I don't go and try to find her and bring her back, then who will?
Just calm down, okay? I'm on your side. I told you that. There comes a time when you have to ask yourself if the risk is worth it.
It is to me.
I'm not just talking about Carlo Hesser. He's a piece of cake compared to what Vicki and Clint are going to do to you if they find out what you're doing.
I don't care what happens
So
to
is
me.
Stephanie, that means that much to you? Enough to go against your own mother and father?
That much, yeah. Let me ask you something. Have you ever had a friend, a real friend, who needed your help?
Of course I have.
I mean, the kind of friend that's in big-time trouble, that maybe for the rest of their life is facing having to be controlled and dictated to. Can you imagine what that'd be like, Megan?
Yes, I can. It happened once. A long time ago. Hunter was taken to a South American prison, and there was nothing I could do to get him out.
Then you understand. Stephanie's got no one else. Well, what would you do if you were in my place?
You're not playing fair, Kevin. You know that.
Stephanie is all that matters.
Okay. Fine, I made it this far.
All right, Megan.
Give it up, kid.
I wasn't doing anything.
Yeah, right. And I'm Glinda the Good Witch. Eat.
I'm not hungry.
Did I ask?
Well, it's not your cooking, I'm sure. I mean, I just don't like breakfast.
Well, this ain't about likes and dislikes. You think I like living out here in redneck heaven? All the sunshine in my eyes and the birds waking me up in the middle of the night?
Well, it's beautiful country.
I hate country. Give me coffee at Junior's in Brooklyn. Give me a ride on the number 7 train to Shea Stadium. Give me a hot dog with mustard and a beer and a box score. That's all the great outdoors I want.
Well, it looks like somebody woke up on the wrong side of the bed.
I always wake up on the same lousy side. You want to make something of it. Look, if Mr. Hesser didn't promise to get my brother Frank out of Attica, you think I'd be playing Mary Poppins with you?
I'm really sorry, Shirley.
Yeah,
but
you're sorry. I'm sorry. Everybody's sorry. But we're here, and we're going to make the best of it. Eat.
Cut, Napoleon. Cut.
I'm sorry, sweetheart. I should have introduced you sooner to your new pet.
My new pet? That thing nearly ripped my throat out.
Oh, come on now. Napoleon wouldn't hurt you. No, he's your watchdog, your companion, your protector. With all its charms, this quaint countryside has its dangers. Huh?
Yeah, tell me about it.
Now, if something happens to you, I'd never forgive myself. Think of Napoleon as a member of the family, a friend who will watch out for you when I'm not here.
You know, sometimes I really think you believe what you say about protecting me and looking after me.
Well, of course I believe it, Stephanie. Why would I say
Well,
it? That's a silly thing to say.
then I see Napoleon, the guard at the door, and then I run into Shirley, the guard who brings me breakfast, and I realize where I'm at. I'm in prison.
Oh, now that's not fair. Is there anything you want, anything you need that hasn't been provided?
Yes.
Name it.
Not it. Him. He has a name.
Uh-huh. I know. You think I'm heartless, don't you? Well, I'm not. I knew you'd want to get word to Kevin, so I've already taken care of that.
Well, did you speak to him? I mean, what did you do?
Calm
Is he
down.
coming
Be
here?
easy now. We had a civilized conversation last night. I told him you'd be away for the rest of the summer. And to be frank, he took it very, very nicely.
That's a lie.
You may not want to hear this, sweetheart, but the Buchanan boys seem relieved that you're gone. He's been having a hard time with his family. And now he can enjoy the rest of the summer without causing any trouble.
No, you're lying. You always lie.
You really must work on that attitude. You're no prisoner here. You can go anywhere you like, as long as you have Shirley and Napoleon with you. Now, how about some breakfast?
Clint, honey, you don't have to be so hard on Tina. I mean, she certainly has a right to discuss the trial in public as well as private.
Of course she does. If she cleared it first with Asa or Renee, but you didn't do that, did you, Tina?
Well, I wanted it to be a surprise.
A surprise?
Yeah.
A surprise. This isn't a birthday party. We're not playing pin the tail on the donkey. We're talking about somebody's life. Now, doesn't Renee have the right to say yes or no?
Darling, you know, you're making it sound as if she deliberately took advantage of Renee's misfortune. It wasn't like that at all.
Well, then what would you call it?
Well, she was simply being Tina.
I rest my case.
No. Look, maybe I didn't ask permission from Asa and Renee, and maybe that was wrong, but I was in a hurry.
For what? To get a little free publicity for your interior designing?
No. Because I wanted to stop all the gossip that people like Dorian were spreading around, saying that the Buchanans only can help each other with each other's money. I mean, they didn't take into account that we can help each other with our brains and our determinations like Cord and I did. Right, sweetheart?
I think we should be thanking Tina. She's right, you know. The intruder is already implying that Asa bought the judge. And the banner headline only said that there was a mistrial. It did not emphasize the fact that Renee is innocent. Well, Tina just did that for us. She told the whole world, made it very clear that Renee did not shoot Duane. Well, how can that hurt the family? How can it do us anything but good?
Thank you, Vicki. I knew you'd understand. Cord, you haven't said anything. What did you think about the interview?
You want my thoughts on this? Fine, Tina. I thought that was the 10 tackiest minutes I've ever seen on television.
Darling, pay no mind to the grizzly bear. He's only growling you because he doesn't have Tina here.
I asked a very simple question. What is she doing here?
Asa, I invited her.
You know what? This was a bad idea.
No. It was a good idea, wasn't it, Asa? Darling, you were so glad that I was safe and sound that you promised that you would do anything to make me happy. And what would make me very happy is if you would be kind to our guest. Okay? Come on, let's go into the sunroom and have a nice, quiet cup of coffee so that we won't have any more of these harsh interruptions.
She's right, Max. I would do anything for her, but don't let her know it.
Oh, don't worry. Your secret's safe with me.
Oh, Max, I am sorry I snapped at Leanne, but every time I look at her, I'm reminded of her mother's face, and I start thinking of that witch blackmailing Renee.
Well, we all have to find a way to deal and forget about the past.
You're so right, son. What counts is the here and the now.
I couldn't agree with you more. So let's get to it.
Get to what?
The question you avoided yesterday? Why the hell did you send me away?
Max, we've been through it. I sent you down to Charleston to put a fire out.
Okay, so there was no fire. You know it.
Figure of speech, son. I wanted somebody down there I could trust to make sure that hotel was running on the up and up. Now, let us forget it.
No, I'm sorry. I can't. I need to talk this one through.
There's nothing to talk about.
Oh, yeah? You thought I walked out on you, didn't you? Now, come on. Tell me the truth, Asa. You thought I washed my hands of you for good, didn't you?
All right, damn it, yes. Yes, I did. And I had plenty of good reason. Who was going to get the hotel back? Who was going to go from Buchanan to Holden? And you what looked like you wanted to get rid of me as fast as you could, so I had to do something to hold my son.
Asa, but I'm not your son.
Well, why do you have to bring it up now? Renee is home. She's finally smiling. And I was smiling till Tina put a stupid face in that tube. Son, can't we...
No, I'm sorry. Not until I know where we stand. Okay? I mean, we both know that we're not father and son, and yet you... I don't know, you refer to me more than just a businessman.
We are!
What? What? We are what? Friends? I mean, cousins, second, once removed, whatever? I mean, give it a name, Asa. Just give me something that I can understand, that I can hold on to.
I gave you my hand, my loyalty. That's not enough?
No, I'm sorry. You call me son more than you probably realize. You include me in every facet of your life.
And you don't like that?
No, I didn't. I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is I don't know how to react to you, okay? I don't know how to react to your family. I don't even know how to react to my own family, for God's sake. I mean, Andy and Jake, I don't know who I am.
What a question. You're Max.
Yeah, Max who? Holden, Buchanan, who am I? You know, maybe I should just keep my name as Max. You know, like Madonna, Prince, or even Lassie.
Wait, fine by me. I don't give this much for genes and pedigrees. I call you my son, you are my son. I don't care if the whole world doesn't like it or they can lump it.
Do you realize what you're saying?
Of course I do. How do you think Buchanan Enterprise ever got started? A little old Texas dirt farm, owned by Wingate Holden, your daddy.
You know, I can't believe my ears. You're finally admitting that you stole the mineral rights from my father?
Stole? I paid for it. I paid for those rights.
Yeah, what, 5 cents to the dollar, knowing that the oil was down there? Come on!
How would I know that? And is it my fault that Wingate wasn't a smart businessman?
You know, no matter how you rationalize it, you didn't do my father right, and you know it.
Wait a minute. You consider a right now taking care of a wrong. Now, do you have a problem with that?
It all comes down to money to you, doesn't it?
What is wrong with you, boy? I claim you as my son. I admit all my sins. I mean, what do you want from me? You want me to say I love you?
That's a start, yeah.
All right, damn it. I said it. You happy?
Well, our lead just walked in.
Who? All I see is a guy in a chauffeur's uniform.
Jake always said, don't ignore the obvious. Now, obviously, Carlo Hesser took Stephanie out of the hotel. In a car, or a cab, or a...
Limousine.
Exactly. Now, knowing Carlo Hesser, take an educated guess.
Well, definitely a limo, but that guy's not Carlo's driver.
No, but the drivers hang out in front of the hotel waiting for their bosses. I'm sure they know each other, where they're going, where they've come from.
Of course. And this guy probably even knows Carlo's driver.
Mm-hmm.
He might even know where he took her and dropped her off. You're a genius.
No, just wait a second. It's going to take more than genius to get that guy to open up. Another word of wisdom from Jake. Money talks.
Darling, we're already late for the banner.
Well, then a little longer won't matter, will it? Fine. I reckon we're on our way. Listen, you go ahead downtown without me. I'll meet you in a little bit.
Fine. Take your time, son. Cord, why don't you go with him? I've already made you late as it is, really.
Nice
I can
try.
talk to you later tonight.
Real good try.
No, seriously, I don't want you to be late for work.
Don't you want to know
Know what?
why I thought that interview was tacky?
No, I don't. But you're going to tell me anyway, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, I certainly understand you want to go on TV and try to protect Renee. Try to keep her away from all the gossip mongers.
I do, Cord. That part, that's true. I mean, you know how much I love Renee, and I was really hurting inside because of how much her reputation has suffered because of
Oh,
this.
I'm not worried about Renee's reputation, Tina. I'm worried about yours. I'm worried about mine. Look, it is one thing to use the media to try to help Renee, to try to protect her, all right? But it's an entirely different thing to use it to build up your interior decorating business.
Design, Cord, and I'm
Whatever,
not trying
Tina.
to do
I am
that.
not
That's
finished yet. You didn't just stop there, did you? No, you had to drag me into it, Tina. You made me come off like some kind of a hotshot photographer.
But you are a hotshot photographer, Cord. I mean, what is wrong with telling the whole world about that?
You didn't get my permission, Tina. That's what's wrong with it. And I will bet you 10 to 1 that you didn't get Ace and Renee's permission to plaster their private life all over TV land. You never stop, do you?
Oh,
It's
Cord.
like you get this idea in your head, Tina, and if it doesn't die of loneliness, you go out and you act on it immediately, and you don't care who you hurt in the process.
That is not fair because I was trying to help everybody.
Oh, yeah? Well, next time you want to help me, Tina, why don't you just kick me in the shins? That way we'll get the middleman out of this entirely.
I had an idea, and it happened to be a good idea. I have lots of ideas, and this happened to be one of my best.
Yeah, you're right. It is your best, Tina. But then again, it didn't have a whole lot of competition, now did it?
We don't have much time. We got to get her OR.
But Dr. Warlick, the chief of staff said...
I don't give a damn what he said. She's barely holding on. Now, are they ready for us in OR?
I'm still waiting for word.
Don't wait. Do it.
Yes, Doctor.
Thank you. Larry, hope to God I got here in time. Commissioner, look, I'm sorry. I know I'm supposed to cooperate, but right now, time is the one thing we don't have. I'm going to move her to OR.
Well, wait, please, Larry. All I need is 1 minute. You got to let me talk to her. Larry, I wouldn't ask, but Julia holds the key to Duan's death. If she could just tell me...
Or die trying.
1 minute. Come on, man, for Renee's sake.
You don't have to stack the deck on me. I was going to say yes anyway, but I'm waiting right here. In a minute, they're ready for us in OR. I'm moving her.
Julia, it's Troy Nichols. Listen, I know you're hurting, and I don't want to add to it, but I've got to ask you a few questions. Do you know why you're here, Julia? How you got here? Yeah, that's right, Julia. The car you were in went off the road. We're lucky you're still with us, and we're going to do everything we can to help you. Just hold my hand. Okay? I know, and I'm sorry. I wish to heaven you'd come to see me last night. To run away was foolish.
Oh, Troy.
But that doesn't matter now. You got a chance to help someone. An innocent woman, a woman who's never harmed a living soul. You know who I'm talking about? It's Renee. Renee Buchanan.
Yes.
You do want to help her, don't you, Julia?
Joanne.
Yes, I knew you would want to tell me. That night, the night of Asa's barbecue. Can you tell me about that night?
Now, take it easy, man.
You were there, weren't you, Julia?
Yes.
Yes, but why were you there, Julia? To see your grandson? That's what you told the court, but is that the real reason?
No.
Why, Julia? Why were you there? To see Duane? You were there to see Duane? Did you meet her at the stable?
Yes.
Come on, Troy, that's enough.
We're almost there, Larry. We're almost there. Why did you meet Duane at the stable? Business? Whose business? Who were you there for?
Pay her money.
Pay her? Why? Who sent you?
Struggle the gun. She had a gun.
You struggled for the gun and went off? Is that what you're saying? The gun went off by accident?
Accident. It was a shot.
They're ready for us, no order.
All right, we're moving.
Oh, wait. I hear you, Julia. The gun went off by accident. You never meant to shoot Duane. And you were there to pay her, but I have to know why, Julia. Why? Was it for yourself or for someone else? A name, Julia. That's all I need. Just a name.
It doesn't matter.
Of course it matters, Julia. Please, tell me.
My grandson, Al, promised me you'd look after him.
I promise we'll look after little Al, but please tell me. Julia, don't fade out on me. Julia.
Okay, that's it,
Julia.
Commissioner. I'm sorry. Time's up. OR. Just say a prayer, we can save her.
Now it's up to you, Max. I would like fair market value for my return.
You know, I don't believe you. You're the only man I know who'd want to make a deal for love.
And only a Holden would let me beat him out of a deal.
Oh, yeah? Try me.
Well, show me I'm wrong. Put up or shut up.
Okay, Pops. You want me to put something on the table? I will.
Hey, I did. I vowed to love you like a son, share everything with you and my grandson. Don't you think you should match my bid with something that you own?
Asa, come on. I mean, you know the only thing I have is your hotel, right?
Done.
Done what?
You own the hotel. I gave it to you, didn't I?
Yeah, but I can't use that.
Keep it.
Okay, fine. I'll keep it. God!
What in heaven's name is going on in here?
Are you guys fighting about me? Because I...
No, hey. Nothing to do with you, okay, honey?
Why would we be fighting?
I don't know. We could hear you all the way out in the sunroom. Come on, fess up. Why were you two mountain goats butting heads?
Renee, we're not butting heads. We're just talking, all right?
We just straightened something out, Renee. And I'm glad to tell you that Max is going to keep the hotel. Right, Max? We do have a deal.
Deal? What deal?
Asa told me Asa told me that it was real important to him that I'd consider taking the hotel back. And I thought, well, you know, for Al and his future, you know, I decided to take the hotel back.
Oh, Max, I'm so glad.
Congratulations.
Well, thank you. I don't know what to say. I feel like I've been given a gift all over again.
Well, there's something else. There's another gift. One you want to take back, and I would wish you would change your mind.
Asa, why don't you stop hemming and hawing and say what it is you want to say?
What do you think I'm doing, woman?
Renee, let me guess what Asa's trying to say here. Do you want me to take the Buchanan name?
Only. Only if you want to. But it'd be a big help. I wouldn't have to change all the legal papers and change your name in the directory. And remember this, little Al, I gave him all those monogram shirts.
Hey, Asa, you don't have to come up with all these excuses. Just say it. Do you want me to take your name?
What do you think I've been saying? What is with this family? Do none of you understand English?
Asa, I understand, okay? And I accept.
Hear that, Asa? He is now Max Holden Buchanan. He's still part of our family.
That's nice, Max. I mean, mighty nice.
Leanne, can you explain to me why men are so totally, utterly, completely impossible?
I have no idea. I wish I knew.
Would you push that one this way, and I'll push this one this way, and you two hush up and hug?
Hey, how you doing? I figure you know the other drivers that hang around here, don't you?
Who wants to know?
Oh, I'm, Jake. And I got a friend I'm looking for. He drives for Carlo Hesser. I was wondering if you might have seen him around.
Maybe yes, maybe no.
Well, maybe this will jog your memory?
You know, come to think of it, I saw Harv yesterday.
Harv! That's Carlo... Yeah, good old Harv. So did you see him with Mr. Hesser? Did you see him with Mr. Hesser and his niece?
You know, that's a funny thing about memory. It fades as fast as it comes.
Yeah, I know how that is. So just to make sure your memory stays fresh,
You learn fast, kid.
I'll give you this when you tell me what you saw yesterday.
For 20, I'll tell you even more. I didn't just see Harv. I had a nice long chat with him.
Well, aren't you going to say anything?
I am waiting for you.
Fine. All right. Maybe I overreacted just a little bit.
Maybe.
Look, Tina, I still think you're wrong.
Did you hear?
Hear what? Oh, don't tell me. Tina got her own TV series.
Oh, very funny, Cord. Vicky, what is it?
Well, I'm going to let Troy tell you. He stopped by the Banner, but I think you should hear it firsthand.
Yesterday, I called Julie Medina downtown to my office. She never showed up. When I sent some officers to find her, it appeared she had moved out of the hotel.
Gee, I knew she was involved in Duane's death. So what happened? She skipped town?
No, she never made it. There was an automobile accident on the turnpike early this morning. Julia was critically injured.
What?
Oh, my God.
Well, fortunately, Troy got to the hospital just as they were bringing her in.
Well, so did she say anything to you? Did she tell you who shot Duane?
Yes, just before she slipped into unconsciousness, she confessed. The night of Ace's barbecue, she met Duane at the stable. They struggled for the gun, and it went off. Duane was shot.
Unbelievable.
I knew that Julie was involved. I just never figured she was the one who pulled the trigger, or that she would let Renee take the rap for it.
You know something? Julia Medina has always been socially ambitious, even greedy, but it is not her style to let someone suffer the way Renee did.
I agree with you, and so that obviously means that Julie is covering up for someone. The question is who?
Who? What, are you kidding me? We know who that is. That's Carlo. Did she say that Carlo was involved?
Well, she was barely able to tell me her part in the shooting before she passed out. She was about to tell me something else, but then...
She didn't die.
No, Tina, she's not dead. But according to Larry Wolick, she lapsed into a deep coma, and they don't know when she'll ever come out of it.
Oh, my God. Well, does Gabrielle know?
I have to go up to Statesville to tell her today.
I feel so sorry for little Al. I mean, he'd gotten close to his grandmother ever since his mother went to jail, and now...
I feel bad for all of them. You know the one I keep thinking about, though? It's Carlo Hesser. Man, Cat may have 9 lives. He's got 12.
We can't be sure Carlo had anything to do with Duane's death. Julia may have been acting alone.
No, but that doesn't make sense, because why would Julia have anything to do with Duane? Why would she be in the stables, and why would she lie about being upstairs with Al?
That's right. That just leaves you a lot more questions there, Troy.
Cord.
And the number one question I want to know is why was she covering for Carlo in the first place?
Cord, those questions are going to remain unanswered.
What?
Without Julia's confession, without any other corroborating evidence, I'm afraid I'm going to have to close the case.
What? Are you kidding me? You mean Carlo's going to get off again?
Cord, I have no choice. We have Julia's confession. We're going to have to settle for that. Case closed.
Case closed. Can you believe it?
Asa, I think we have bigger concerns, darling.
You okay?
Max, why on earth would Julia Medina do that? I mean, what did she...
Leanne, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I've known Julia for years now. I mean, she's emotional, she's headstrong, but why the hell she would be in a fight with your mother, I don't know.
Didn't Clint offer any kind of explanation?
He was just relaying the news, Renee, but I can tell you this. I know who Julie was taking orders from.
What are you talking about, Asa? Who?
The only man in this town who commits criminal acts. The only man who causes trouble for my family. The man who tried to help her out of a jam no matter who got in her way.
No, Asa, please. Darling, that doesn't matter now. The point is Julia is unconscious and may tragically remain so.
And Carlo Hesse walks away again, free as a bird.
You know what I think? I think that we should all try as hard as we can not to dwell on this. Because I think the most important thing right now is a little boy who doesn't have a grandmother.
That's very thoughtful, darling. I don't know how I'm going to do as a stand-in grandma. I won't be able to replace Julia, but I'll do the best I can.
We all will. I'm going to say something now that may sound a little cold-blooded. But I am very happy that the last of the Medina women are out of my grandson's life. Let me finish. It was my own fault. I felt that they were going to cause trouble. I should never have let Gabrielle and the mother near this family, but I didn't follow my instincts. I know now that my family comes first. And everybody else had better get in line and take a number.
Good work deserves a good reward. I know it's difficult to arrange these things. Anyone can stage an accident. It takes an artist to make sure it looks like an accident.
Practice makes perfect.
Yes, we've had more than our share of these unfortunate incidences, haven't we? This is the most regrettable. Poor Julia. They say she's in what doctors call a permanent vegetated state. Such a sad end for a dear friend.
$30 for a map.
It was worth it. The chauffeur guy told me that this is the same map that he showed to Carlo's driver.
Well, we can't be certain that Carlo took Stephanie into Bucks County.
No, but it is the obvious conclusion, isn't it?
Okay, so we'll stick to the obvious. Bucks County's kind of a big place, though. Where do we start?
Well, if Carlo wanted to hide her, then he would have to pick a secluded spot, right? Or, I mean, some kind of place where people wouldn't see them and neighbors, passing by. So let's see. He could be up near the woods, or up in the mountains, or down by the river valley, or anywhere. And who am I kidding? It'll take me all summer to look through this whole county.
Hang on a second here. The situation is hopeless, but it's not desperate yet.
I suddenly feel another Jakeism coming on.
Leave it to the pros.
Meaning?
Meaning, a totally secluded place with enough amenities to keep a teenage girl happy. Now, who would know of places like that?
A real estate agent.
Bingo. Unless, of course, Carlo Hesser already owns a place. He's going to have to go through a broker to rent or buy one. One who's up to his expensive tastes.
Did I say you were a genius before? You're much better than that. You're super.
Oh, how true, how true.
All right, I'll start calling the agents.
No, wait a second. Agents can wait. Before we contact them, we have to call another very important person. The crucial player in our plan.
Not bad.
I thought you were outside. Oh, I was, with my pet, Napoleon. But I just came back inside.
Day like this, girl can soak up a lot of rays.
Well, go ahead and soak then, with my blessing.
Did anyone ever tell you you're a drag, honey? Capital D-R-A-G. Now, I am no sun worshiper myself, but when in Rome, eat the pizza. You know what I'm saying to you, kid.
Yeah, but I just don't want to go outside.
Fine. Stay here, turn pale, see if I care. I'll be down by the pool. It ain't Coney Island on a Saturday afternoon, but it'll do. Ciao, kid.
Well, that's a tough question, son, and I'm afraid I'm not the one to answer that one. How about it, Leanne? Are you going to move back here and call it home?
Max, I can't...
Hey, don't look at me. I'm not pressuring you. Remember, the two of you are engaged to be married. Remember?
Yeah, I remember.
Well?
Oh, honey. I appreciate your invitation more than you know. It's just that... No, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to be moving back in. Why not?
Good and a tough question.
Why not? Well, it's not that I don't want to, and it's not that I don't love spending time with you and going on our fun rides and all that stuff we do.
But I miss you.
Oh, baby, I miss you too. Okay, Al, I know you don't understand this, but, well, it's kind of like growing out of your clothes or losing a tooth. It's just called growing up, and it's something I gotta do. And to grow up, I gotta go find a place of my own.
Well, I think we can understand that, son, can't we? As long as Leanne's place is here in Landview. How about it, Leanne? Are you gonna be staying in town?
Do you want me to?
Yes, yes.
I couldn't say it better myself.
Well, I suppose it would be a complete tragedy to disappoint two Buchanan men in one day, so... All right, I'll stay.
All right, yes. I'm speaking for my son, of course.
Oh, of course.
Tina? Oh, excuse me, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Oh, that's all right, Kim. I was just writing some notes to Asa and Renee that I should have written before this morning.
I just thought you might like to know. Everybody at the playground was talking about your interview.
Great. So I'll need lots more stationery, huh?
Oh, no, they loved it.
Really? What did they say?
Well, all the nannies were convinced that you looked prettier than Kim Basinger and that you were funnier than Roseanne Barr.
Wow. Well, I guess it could have been the other way around, huh? That's nice, Kim. Thanks. I really appreciate knowing some people are behind me.
I'll get that.
All right.
You're even more beautiful in real life.